to the channel. I know it's been a while. Life happens. Got married, had to move into my new place. And yeah, just been doing a whole lot of nothing, especially because of this coronavirus quarantine thing. Haven't been going out on much adventures. I'm hoping to change that a little bit because that's all that's open now. But today I'm coming at you guys with a nice little review of my recently upgraded ditch light. As you guys can see, I upgraded to the new Squadron Sports by Baja Design. Previously I had the Cali raised amber pod lights. I know those things say they're 2000 lumens. Honestly, just because they were so amber, they were a lot more amber than these. These are more of a yellow, and those ones were more of a red, that they were really dim. So they were pretty much useless unless maybe you use them as fog lights for down here. But since I used them as ditch lights, they were not bright at all. So I decided to finally just go for a change and see what Baja Design is about. The story of this upgrade wasn't even one that I wanted to do. I ended up just going to low overland down in Tigard, or might be Portland. I'm pretty sure it's Portland. And they just managed to have these in stock. And they had them in clear with the clear lens. I didn't want them in clear. I wanted ambers. But they had the covers, which if you don't know, the Baja Design Squadrons, you can actually take off this cover plate and replace the whole lens itself with a new seal and everything with, you know, clear, amber. I don't know if they make any other colors. So they had that all in stock. So just had them in stock. So I just decided to buy them because I was pretty unhappy with the ambers. These were only rated to 3000 lumens because they're the Squadron Sports, not the Pro. So I wasn't really expecting much more lighting than it actually was, or that it actually is. But I'll show you guys a video right now, and this is in the middle of the day. It's 3:33-ish, and I'll show you guys. I'll turn them on right now just so you guys can see them up against my wall. And they're bright enough that you can see in the middle of the day, which means, yeah, at night they're kind of way above what they're needed. So there's my garage. You can see my first gen there, and that is the ambers. Obviously they're not. You can see this one pointed here, that one pointed there in broad daylight, and you probably can't tell in the video, but they are miles ahead of the Cali raised LEDs. And it's, I don't know if it's just the color, it's probably also the LED in there. These are rated at 1100 lumens more than the Cali raised amber lights I used to have, but they are way brighter, probably simply just because of the color. Well, it's probably the LED and the color, but yeah, I'll have to take some night videos of it up against my wall. You can still see where it's pointed in the middle of the day. It's bright yellow. I don't know. I looked right into the LED, so everything's kind of a blur right now. It's probably not what you want to do. Besides that, yeah, they're way worth it for ditch lights. I didn't want to get them because they're a little pricey. They're $229 off of the Baja Design website. The only complaint I have, when you open your hood, these get real close, and before I used to have them mounted pointed a little higher. This back portion actually touched the back of the glass, or before I think it, never mind, I think it touched the actual windshield wiper. Just the clearance is really tight, and that's no fault of the lights itself. That's more so that I bought brackets for a different light and I didn't get the ones that kind of protrude a little more, maybe give it a little more clearance, or maybe they're all like that and they're just bigger, you know. Now some people may think they're not worth it. I'm a big believer in you can find things that aren't name brand that are just as good, which is what I've done with most of my lighting. But this time I am completely negating what I used to say. There's a way better quality difference and a brightness difference and a build difference from actually going name brand like Baja Design. And I don't know any other brand because I haven't gotten any other name brands, but I imagine they're probably all just as good. That's the most recent upgrade to the truck. Also took the rooftop tent off of there. You can see it in my garage. I ended up getting a trailer. I haul that around so I can pull my kayak and my rooftop tent. A little snippet here of how bright these things are at night. I wouldn't run these as fog lights unless you get the SAE certified ones, because for sure these ones are way too bright for fog lights. But I do believe Baja Design makes the SAE certified. I don't know if they're just as bright or if they're just kind of a floodlight type of lens. I know these are floodlight and spotlight. There's the two spots and the floods down here. And also, I believe that these are rated for 140 degrees of beam pattern, or angle of how wide the beam is. I can pretty much light up the whole front end of my truck with just these two and pointed to the left and to the right. Obviously, I point them a little more to the left to the right because I have my light bar up front. But these as ditch lights, you don't even need a light bar up front, at least in my opinion. I have a snow run coming up this weekend, and then hopefully I get to try those out. I probably won't because it'll be in the day, but if I do get a chance, I'll take some videos of that. I'll take some videos of these at night so you can see how bright it is and what a difference it is. I have LED headlights and fog lights, and as soon as I turn those on, you pretty much yellow out the front, which is a testament to how bright they are. So I decided to show you guys a video of how these look at dusk as well, because I feel like a lot of people want to know what they look like at dusk, not just at night. And you can see how bright they are by how they're gonna light up my wall right now. I can really see how bright they are. Have these wired up to a ditch light switch just in a factory spot on my 5th gen 4Runner. But my goodness, you definitely see how bright they are. And it's dusk, but it's still it's just cloudy, but it looks good and it is bright. So there is my beautiful wife. Just picked her up at work. It's finally nighttime and I can finally show you guys what these lights do at night. As you can see, they are bright. I mean, you can't even look at that. I'm gonna put my phone in there just so you guys can see. I'm not gonna look at it because I was blinded a second ago. But as you guys can see, these are just my ditch lights, and I mean, you can see me clearly like it's the middle of the day. And then here's my headlights and my fog lights. As you guys can see, this is how much brighter these are. Oh my gosh, they blow them out of the water. Well, that's it. I'll upload some other videos later, and I'll catch you on the next one.